Hello everyone, welcome to week 5 and module 5 of Exploring World Cultures and Mass Media. This week we are looking at some very fascinating topics and consider everything that we're looking at this week as falling under the concept of cultural competence. All right? So in order to achieve cultural competence and in order for you to be an effective analyst of global media, we really have to understand how other cultures think and also what your own cultural status communicates to others. All right. So one of the ways to understand it is to understand how the United States is very much a racialized society. And what that means is that we tend to view others around us and ourselves through a racialized lens, right? Through the lens of race. Okay. And so we have to be able to look at that, examine it, and often interrogate it so that we can understand that and be more effective communicators. And that's the only way to really be an effective analyst of global media, is to be able to understand concepts of race and how race becomes part of our identity. Okay. Now, one tool I'm going to give you for doing this, and this is something I've noticed in your writings, in the last few weeks, is an easy way to do this is to step back, be analytical, and a tool for doing that is to always avoid the second person. So avoid terms like you, us, we, and them. Okay? Take a step back when you find yourself using those types of terms and be a little bit more analytical. Now, of course, one of the articles this week by Michael Eric Dyson is an opinion piece, and it's deliberately addressing in the second person you to make a certain point, okay? But the journal assignment for this week and the reflection are not opinion pieces. They ask you to step back and be a little bit more analytical. So avoid second person you, we, us, them. And you'll find that that's an effective tool for really stepping outside yourself and being analytical and objective, okay? Now, there's no discussion for this week, but you have the journal assignment, and then you have the project 2 milestone 1. All right, and I want to say a little bit about that and show you some of the guidelines for that really briefly. All right. Okay, so here we are in module 5. You have the module 5 journal guidelines and rubric, which are right here. Make sure you're following the rubric closely. I follow this very closely when I'm grading. So use this as a guide for your writing. And then also use the worksheet right here. Okay. I will pop that up. Where did I put the worksheet? There we go. When you're answering these questions, you see this question A, question B. These are just two parts of the same question. These aren't two separate questions. This is the main question, and then this is a little bit more of a guide for you to answer. So really just one brief paragraph for each one of these, A, B, and C. Okay. And use this when this is also a rough draft. So you can use outlines here, and then in my feedback, will point out what you might be missing or think about adding. Okay. So again, follow this fairly closely. All right. All right. So I've walked you through a little bit of the guidelines there. So please reach out to me if you have any questions about what is due this week and all the guidelines and so forth. I'm available all week. You can call me, or we can schedule a Skype session. But please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And I'm looking forward to reading your reflections and your journal entries. All right? You have a great week.